Hi friends, here we are going to see how to install Python on your Linux or any Unix-like systems, or installing required Python on Linux. See why I am saying installing required Python on Linux, because if you go with any one of the Unix-like systems, most of the Unix-like systems are already configured with any one of the Python version based on the release of your Linux kernel. Right now, let me open my OS. So this is Linux, or more specifically it is Amazon Linux. Okay, and it is released in 2018 March. Now if I run simply, see, Python hyphen hyphen version, you're getting some Python 2.7.16, means this is the default version for this Linux. And you can also have your pip version as well. I mean, pip is also configured. So by default, most of the Unix like systems are configured with your Python, and you may get that version may be 2.5 or 2.7 or 2.6, whatever it may be, based on when it was released. I mean your Linux, when it was released. And but here I need some 3.x version. Suppose let's say 3.7.0 I need on this host on your Linux. So guys, first of all, before going to install your required Python version on your any Unix like systems, don't disturb existing Python, because your yum command will depends on your Python, or some operations on your Unix like systems will depends on your Python. That's why don't disturb the existing Python version. I mean, whenever if you're going to install any new Python, don't take name as Python. Instead of that Python, let's say Python X, Python Y, something like that, or Python 3. In that way, just take the name for your Python software, right? So in that way, you have to install. And first, let me enter into root, because I have to install this Python. So I should be the root user, or you can also run from any user. For that, you should have some root privileges. So instead of all confusions, first I entered into root. Now I am the root user. Right now you have some steps, guys, very simple steps. Let me go with very first step. See, let me open your official website, python.org. So by default you have some download tab, then there you can see view full list of downloads, and here you can select your required operating system. I'm going to work with Unix like systems, then simply I'm clicking on Linux or Unix. Now see, you have latest releases, but I need suppose 3.7.0. Let me go and see somewhere my 3.7.0. Here I'm having my 3.7.0, right? So let me download your source tarball. So to download that on your Unix like systems, from command line of your Unix like systems, you can download. So for that, just copy the link location of your required Python software. I copied the link location. Now go to here and first check whether wget command is there or not. If it is not there, just simply run sudo yum install wget. Right, already there, that's why it is not installing. Then let me enter into any location. So I'm entering into root opt. So there I'm going to download my Python software, Python tar source wall. Right, observe that. Now see that just now you downloaded your required Python package. Now you have to extract it, right? So to extract that, simply use tar-xvzf. So here v for verbose, you can see the information while extracting. That's it. Right, now you have your extracted package. Now you can go and install your Python. But before going to install your Python, right, actually this is a source file. You need to compile. To compile that, you need some compiler and some packages as well. I mean some dependencies you need to install your Python on your host. So I have a list of dependencies, right? Just before going to install your Python, just run this command, yum install your gcc openssl level, right? All those things you have to install. Once if you install all these dependencies, all these packages, right, now just navigate into your extracted directory or extracted Python package, and there if you observe you have some configure. Now run /configure command first. So here guys, basically your /configure you are going to provide to check your configuration details. Along with that, you can also provide the path where you want to install your Python with this option hyphen prefix. Then suppose I want to install somewhere user some bin location. Yes, you can provide your path. Or if you skip this value hyphen prefix value, by default your configure will install, right, your Python package required Python under user local bin. In this location by default it will install. So I want to install in that location only, that's why I'm not giving any prefix, right? And you can also give some hyphen enable optimizations, right? If you provide this option it will take some time, so you can check it by providing hyphen enable optimizations, but I'm not giving that because it will take some time, right? You can just try it, or you can also try simply /configure, just enter. So it will take some time to configure your details on your host. So after configuration, simply you have to compile your code. I mean your whatever the package you downloaded, right? That you have to compile. So for that you need to run a command called make, so that you are going to compile your code, right? Yes, done. Now let me run make. And before that, observe that it is also giving a suggestion called please run /configure hyphen enable optimizations, right? To give this information. But anyway, I'm not running that. You can try it, right? Now after configuration, just run make. So make is nothing but you're going to compile your downloaded your Python source code. Once if you compile, then you can install, right? So now I am compiling, so it will take some time again. Just wait for some time. So once it is done, then we'll go and install. So still it is compiling your Python package. Yes, your compilation is done. Now simply run make. So guys, in case if you don't have any previously installed Python versions, then simply you can run make install. But already you have Python version and you don't want to disturb that, that's why use make alt install and enter. Now it is going to install your Python, right? Again it will take some time, just wait. So once it is done, then we will verify your installed Python version. Just wait. Done, right? See guys, I told that by default, right, your Python will install under the location of user local bin if you don't provide any prefix while running your configure. If you don't provide any prefix, means where you want to install. If you don't skip this, if you skip this path, your Python will install under this location user local bin. Just check it, ls-lrt user local and bin. See the files what you are having, right? See the date, see July 4th. So as of now we installed these files. Now this is your Python, right? And this is your pip, and see that the name is Python 3.7. It is not like Python, because on your Unix like systems by default your Unix like system will depends on any one of the Python version, and it is there by default with your operating system. Now if you install any other Python versions, right, Python 3 or even any Python 2 also, right, you have to provide some different name. Anyway, we are installing Python 3 on my host. Already I have Python 2, that's why by default Python is giving some name Python 3.7. right? Now you can verify your Python 3.7 by entering into this location. Let me enter into user local bin, and let me provide dot slash python 3.7 hyphen hyphen version, right? So you have now your Python version here, some 3.7.0. Guys, if you observe previously, whenever if you run our Python command version, we are running in this way. But here I am using dot slash. If I don't use dot slash, see that how you are going to get Python 3.7 space hyphen hyphen version. Now come out from this location and check it, Python 3.7 space hyphen hyphen version, and observe the output, right? You are getting your Python 3.7 version, or which Python 3.7 user local bin Python 3.7, and see that echo dollar path. See, your user local bin is already there in your system paths. That's why your Python 3.7 is also able to identified by your operating system. Now I don't want to use like Python 3.7, I want to use like Python 3. Then is there any word called Python 3? No. You just try to create a soft link. Let me create. So where we are, let me enter into that location. Now what I am doing is I am creating a soft link called ln-s your Python 3.7 to simply Python 3. Now I can run from anywhere simply Python 3. That's it, right? Now one more thing, you have here pip3 for Python 3 to manage your packages or modules with your Python 3. We have a pip command, right? So but here the name is pip.3.7, sorry, pip 3.7, but I don't want to use in this way. I mean pip 3.7, I want to use like pip 3. But anyway, don't create like pip because already pip is there with Python 2. That's why I'm creating pip 3, right? Let me create again soft link for this ln-s pip 3.7 simply pip 3. That's it, right? Now simply pip 3 hyphen hyphen version. Now come out from here or exit from that root, and from anywhere you can run now your Python command in this way. Python, only Python will give Python 2.x version, and Python 3 hyphen hyphen version will give now your Python 3 details. The same way, only pip is for your Python 2. Now pip 3 is for Python 3. That's it, right? Okay. So guys, whatever the steps we done as of now, right? All those are these things. So guys, you know something like Ubuntu, in that distribution already you have some Python 3.6 something like that. If you want to use that also, you can use it, no problem. Okay, whatever it may be, we need some Python 3.x, but here we install Python 3.7.0, right? Because we are going to work with Python 3.x, and especially I am using Python 3.7.0. That's why I installed this. Okay. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video.